Go ahead and get it to upload and start. Oh crap! I forgot to change that. I can change that though now. Okay, that's updated. All right, and all right, y'all. Fixing to transition over and see how this is about to go. Let me snooze that for 5 minutes. So here we go. Hello, everyone. I hope that you can hear me. I am checking this now to see. Let me scroll over. Okay, it is saying it's picking me up. So hopefully you can hear me. Uh, we had to switch over to regular OBS because Streamlabs is being mean to us, uh, and keeps breaking down on us. So a lot of our music and stuff is not going to be working today because it's not set up on here, and I can't find the site to have it start playing. For some reason, it's not wanting to pick up the sound. So, and of course, my camera's frozen. So let me fix that. Uh, Let me go to that, and all right, I'm working on that, y'all. Uh, okay, there it is. I don't know why it does that. I have no idea. But thank you, Ace. But what we're going to do is hold on. Let me turn my camera's mic off. I forget it's on. It has one. What we're going to do is start off like we always do. I'll I'll let our giant of a friend start it off and go down to whoever he calls next to introduce their character. And since it's been a while, where their headspace is, uh, Willow, to let you know, um, I would say that you're probably with. Cause did you hear everything last week for the battle, or were you able to only
Yes,
pick up?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I was able to be on the entire stream.
Okay, so you know what happens, or not last week, but you know what I meant. Last time we were live.
Yeah.
So, but and yes, sorry about that, everybody. Last week I could not talk. Period. I had a bad sinus infection, and I spoke like a very high-end Mickey Mouse, and it sounded like squeaks, and it couldn't even be picked up by the microphone. So, sorry about that. And what and so from there, I will let our giant of a friend. You know, if you ever choose a character that's not giant, it's not going to be funny no more. But I'll let you start it off.
Hi everyone. Brahms here. I'm playing Kaim Ulfidnar, a barbarian path of the giant. And I'm also a moderator for the stream, so please be nice. Um, I'm not going to lie, it has been a while, so I'm not really for sure where his mindset is at the moment. I just have to get back into the groove of things this session, I suppose. Sorry.
That works. That works. It after some
Yeah.
time it takes it when you're off for a bit. It takes time to remember, but at least I do remember where we were headed, and I do have a little bit of a overview. So, uh, I'll let you send it over to somebody else.
All right. Hello.
Okay, I can hear you now. I think you might have cut out. Tesla, go ahead and if you remember where your headspace and all was for your character.
Right, you are. So I
Yeah.
play Thessalo Bramblefoot, who is a halfling and a druid. Halfling, small chap, quite amiable, barely 3 feet tall. Someone who's very interested in nature, and particular beasts, which he enjoys turning into occasionally. He is a wanderer, usually wandering to find a good meal, but it's not just his body nature. It does go deeper than his belly. He's very concerned uh, uh, about the worlds, and is very eager to be on this quest because he feels that this is a way to protect the world. He senses that a great danger is looming upon the land, and so he's joined this ragtag bunch of people to help help be the land's guardian.
And I'll say I'm getting it right. I'm getting closer with it.
Zip.
Zip. I'm like it's a Z, but it don't sound like Z. So what is it? It's a Zipple. And I'll go ahead, describe your character, and if you remember anywhere where your character's headspace is right this second.
So I play Zipple, a Tortle cleric. So Zipple is 5'3" at best. Very wide, heavy-looking turtle man. You'll see a tortoise shield on his back and a mace on his side, shaped in as a stone head of a turtle. And you would see he wears the symbol of the god is the god that's the main god. Oh god, I'm blanking now on the name of the god. Very obviously a religious or devout character by the way he dresses. You'd see that he also wears an amulet around his neck denoting his god, and seemed pretty amiable as well. Also quite interested in food, which he's already noticed a kinship with Tassilo in that. Definitely devout in the fact that the whole reason he's here is because the queen and member of the clergy requested him, and he feels it is his duty to protect anything and everything that he can and has to. He's from a pretty far away land, so he's quite enamored by all the idiosyncrasies and differences here compared to his homeland on the rivers and ocean of the other side of the world, it seems. His headspace is he's got a duty, and while he doesn't really know the people around him, he seems pretty comfortable in, with most of them, but I would say he still has a bit of a side eye thing for Tila after the reveal of her character's not quite living nature. But other than that, seems to take his sweet time with most things, including the way he speaks. And I think now it's Willow.
I'm playing Willow Fallel. She is a wood elf, Circle of Stars druid, and ranger. She's also a pirate, which is a very big part of her upbringing. She's not super friendly, but she's not going to be mean to you unless you give her a reason to. She's mostly on this mission because she can feel like something's going on, and she feels like it would not be like a noble thing to just sit back and let it happen. So she's going to try to get to the bottom of this.
Alrighty then. And we are currently missing Teely. The player is currently on a mission on something, as in real life. So if he's able to make it back, we will pull him in. But once, hopefully, he might be able to get with us next week if he don't make it this week. But that is where our little blank in the hole right there is. But to overcap from 2 weeks ago, what had happened was they went into battle with a group of, I would say, ambushers that was trying to slow them down. They did find some information out. And they did find a vial of something that one of them has on their person. And from there, upon them continuing on, they came across the horses sent something and told them a direction to go. As they did, they found this nice, quiet little town. They were a little skittish at first, but after going in, taking a loaf off with our giant little friend carrying a body around with him, alive, not dead. He is alive, and just unconscious. But they watched a performance by a traveling bard group. And from there, they were told that they needed to talk to them. One of the bard members told them they needed to talk to them when they were able to get away. And I believe that is where we left off because we started having issues.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Okay, because I had a little bit more planned that day, but I think we had issues and couldn't go no further. So,
If I
All
remember
right. Well,
correctly,
you
Satan
kind
was
of
in the
jogged
line.
my memory. Thank you.
yeah. Yeah, I was trying to go over like key points, and that way, maybe at
Yeah,
least
no,
give
I
y'all
got an
some idea.
understanding of where my character's mindset is now, but I think it'd be a bit long-winded after all that. So
Yeah, yeah. So, with that, y'all are staying in this inn for the night. So y'all have a place and everything for the night. But one of the elf bard that y'all just saw do amazing acrobatics and stuff and sing asked y'all to go out. And this is the elf that is and it popped out of my head again.
A drow. Or drow,
Thank you.
however it's supposed to be
Yeah.
pronounced.
Yes, it is the drow. So most of y'all haven't seen one. Willow would have seen one, not knowing what they are, but she had seen someone that looks like this before. So she just don't know what they are as far as like a community and things like that. So that is where we're at. What is y'all's plans? Y'all are eating. Or I figured y'all still eating. Or at least two of y'all are, I figured.
Looking back at the notes I made, and everything, I'm pretty sure the drow wanted to talk to a few of us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she wants to talk to y'all, but she wants to do it in private.
okay.
So I mean, it's up to y'all how if y'all want to go to one of y'all's rooms and do that, or go out, try to go outside and find a place to do it. So
I feel like maybe a room. I feel like outside would be like someone could be hiding. That'd be Willow's thought process. I feel like a room would be more secure.
all right,
That room seems private, yeah.
all right. She looks over at y'all. And seeing that most of y'all kind of still are a little back from her because you've not seen something like this her before, she's like, I won't bite much unless you ask me to. Let's go.
I'll try to stuff the last bits of my food in my mouth before leaving.
Same.
Okay. As y'all start walking, the barmaid goes, all right, the y'all's rooms are in the back, and she just looks at y'all and says, it's 3, 4, and 5 are y'all's rooms. They're all double beds. So one will be an extra bed. And or maybe not, as she sees the bard walking back with y'all. So, and out of them, I'll say bedroom 2 would be the largest of the bedrooms.
Same.
Simple.
Yeah.
We'll head.
I just
follow
need the biggest
bard.
bed.
Well, remember, there will be,
I'll take whatever bed's bigger.
yeah, you remember there will be a room that has an extra bed in it. So if nothing else, you can combine the 2 beds into 1 bed. So, but yeah, so I'll say to y'all go to room 2 because it's the largest for like all y'all to come inside and talk.
Well, I guess I'll do that.
Yeah, because all the beds are the same size. It's just the room 2 has like a setting area, and it's like for like the more prestigious like people, 1 bed, but it's got like an area to sit down. There's a table for people to write, like a business person's room is what this one is. So, but it's enough room for all y'all to fit in there without being feeling like y'all are like side by side with how big you are. So, so with that,
So
as y'all are in there, she goes, "You are the group, right? From the Queen?"
well,
Yes, ma'am.
He goes,
perhaps you should begin by telling us who you are and why you called us here.
"Oh, sorry, my manners. I work for Eve. I'm assuming you know who Eve is." And she like literally stares y'all down until y'all answer. Cause like to her, that is like the cutoff. If you don't know who Eve is, then she's not saying nothing else.
That's fine.
Yes, someone who often appears as a crow or raven.
Yes, she's a Ravencrest. Don't let her hear you say crow to her. She don't like them for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, she's not keen on crows. Just to let you know.
Well, that's like calling me a tortoise.
Okay, so turtle. As she looks at
Warble.
you, and up and down, like in her, you see in her mind, she's like, I'm glad I didn't use that reference. Thought he was a tortoise. Okay. Yes. But what? Since you do know her, you are them. They are not known to many. And Eve, I work for. I travel the lands with my group. And if things arise, uh, I can help with messages and help with supplies. She's a very busy woman. So, uh, there's been a letter sent to you, and she pulls out a letter, and y'all immediately see the stamp of the royal seal on it. And she goes, "It has not been opened. It is for your eyes only. And if you are in need of my assistance, I can help." And she just hands the letter over to the closest one of y'all.
I think Kym's always going to be the closest because he's the biggest.
Oh yeah, I just reached my arm over everyone.
So as you open it and you see the seal and you immediately recognize, you know this seal very well. You see that it's not really the queen's symbol, but it's the royal court symbol, which is like the people right up under her council is the only one that has this seal. So as you open it up and read, it says, "To the group that I do not know what to call, we have received information that the cabal has got closer to an artifact, or that is what we understand from our sources. Please, with all haste, try to attain one or stop them. Either or is fine." And then you see up under it, "Keep this letter. This letter is proof you have the authority to kill those that are classified as the cabal."
All right. After reading it out loud to the party, I tuck it underneath my armor securely.
All right. And she looks, as you said, she looks at y'all and she goes, "The queen has given you an order to kill. That is not to be taken lightly. She values all human life, no matter who they are or what they are. Shoot, I'm surprised we can still hunt with her. But that means it must be dire. If you need my assistance, I am here. We will be traveling north to the mountains after this. So if we meet again and you need me, just let me know.
I'm sorry, I don't think we got your name.
Oh, I am sorry. I am Jezebel. Of the family of, I'm trying to think of how you say it right. I came up with a name and I just can't say it right the way I want to.
Can you spell it?
It is based. Okay, I got it. I got how I want to do it. Of the house Erecta Prime.
Erecta Prime.
Yes. That's the house that she's, that's like they do, that's the way they do their lineage.
We need the spelling for that at a later point.
Uh,
I'm just estimating
That-
it right now, but
yeah.
But since you've travelled in these parts, we are looking for a veil in these wild woods. Perhaps
It
a
looks,
shadowy veil where shadows lie. Have you any idea of where that would be?
she goes, there are many shadows. There are shadows everywhere. There are veils to many realms. You just have to know how to open them. It depends on what you are looking for, depends on where you go. For there is one house of ours that write on these veils by silver. But they are not above ground. The house of silver fly stays below unless they must come above.
Can you speak less in riddles? Can you speak plainly for us?
I am speaking plainly in my tongue.
I
Yes,
think
I'm-
what he means is more specific.
Ah, I see. Well, let me try to translate this in a more specific term. There are veils everywhere in this realm. You must know how to enter them, and they all lead to something different. The shadows are everywhere for we as a people, and she looks at herself and like motions like what she is. We thrive there. I sense many of you do not know what I am or who my people are. We do not, we are not known to Earthwalkers very much. For the past 1,000 years, we have stayed underground for the most part, or in mountains. But if you seek a veil, I would suggest searching out a wise woman or wise man. They may be able to help you if they know of one in the region.
Do you mean Like a shaman or something?
Maybe a shaman or that I have heard that there is one that may be what information you may seek. Lives in the Wildwood Forest. She won't, you cannot find her, but she can find you. Or you may happen chance meeting her when she comes into town. No one ever knows. But she is a wise one. Forewarned, she speaks in riddles as well. But she'll speak plainly to you as well in your tongue. And,
Well, thank you for the information.
as you say that too, she looks at you up and down, and goes, "Do not mistake her beauty and her appearance of youth to be that of youth.
Huh.
Tread carefully with her."
Okay. Does she have any guardians?
My brother, she is a guardian.
All right, thank you.
She is
And
she looks at you eye to eye and goes, "She is the guardian of the Feywild of this realm."
Okay.
all right. I guess that just means we got to be on our P's and Q's, guys.
Yes, I would suggest it. But granted, she is kind to those that do not make her upset. Just don't make her upset.
Bear
Gotcha.
that in mind.
And with that, I did forget this part, but I'm opening up something else. But with that, she goes, "I will bid you adieu and hope to meet you again."
Likewise.
We
Yes,
appreciate
Travel.
your help.
And she walks out and goes down the way into another room. So
All right.
she is now gone to her room.
I'm gonna turn around to the party and I'm just gonna be like, so what does everything what does everybody have in mind about this situation at the moment? Me for one, I don't think we should take this note lightly. Even if it says we have an order to kill, let's try to use that for a last resort in any situation.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't typically kill anyone who doesn't deserve it.
I'm glad we seem to be on the same mind here.
And I'm still holding this cultist as a cat scorned by the neck.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been able to
I
stop thinking
forgot.
about Little Puppet Boy for like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. Oh, hey, I did
Oh,
forget to tell you this part. During the whole time you were reading that letter, She's looking at you and looking at the one you're holding, looking at you, looking at the one you're holding, like, okay, is he going to kill that one now? And just keeps looking back and forth at him before.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about you calling him little puppet boy. Like, that killed me. I was like, nah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you.
I had to show my friend. I was just like, bro, you would not believe.
Come here, little puppet boy.
Okay, but I'm assuming the woman that she was talking about is the Queen of the Seelie. Or something similar to that.
Talking about the one she was talking about, the guardian of. That's the
Yeah.
guardian. She's not the queen, but
More guardian to the Queen?
pretty close to that.
Okay.
Once y'all meet her, all will be revealed.
Okay.
Because that is a point that there's no matter how you go, you have to meet her. So.
Yeah.
So, I guess with that, I'm going to turn to the crowd and be like, so if anybody else has anything else they want
We
to
did
put
this
in,
privately.
maybe
We did this
some.
privately. So
Yeah, we're all in a room right now. The only
Yeah.
one that would know about anything is the cultist in my hand. And he might not live until tomorrow, depending on what answers he gives me.
well, I have some good news. I'm not going to mention it right now because it's kind of meta, but I have some good news in regards to the letter. So
Okay. So, yeah, if no one's else got anything, chime in. Me and this guy is going to go around the building for a while.
Good luck
So I
on
take
your
it
walk.
we are going to stop here the night to sleep. We're not pressing on throughout the
Yes.
night.
Yes, you are sleeping here. These are you have this room and 2 other rooms.
Well, I will go and get myself some supper, and I'll head downstairs to get an extra meal. At the same time, I'll use my I'll try to connect once more to my familiars, the owl that is perched on top of this tavern, just to make sure everything's okay and look through his eyes to see if everything is safe. No worries outside.
All right.
What time would it be?
Now it is probably hours after dusk.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Me and this cultist are retiring to the room for the night. I gotta talk with him.
Don't make too much of a mess.
Don't worry.
You guys would see me just wander off downstairs to get a drink. And if Tassilo was out there drinking or eating, I would probably sit at the same table.
Okay, so you went to go get more food. Got it.
Yeah, I just lost connection. I don't know if you heard what I was doing.
No, you must have cut out on me on my side because I didn't hear what you said.
Oh,
Tassilo has gone to get some supper, but
Okay. All right. As you
he's also
go,
checking in with is safe and well.
yeah. As you head back into the main area and take a seat and I'm guessing you're setting where you can see everything, what's going on and stuff like that.
Indeed.
Okay.
perfectly.
I would probably do that as well.
Yeah. And so if you go back out into the main area, let me move this so I can actually look at there. Okay. So I would say y'all are probably at the corner bar in the back there.
Is it still crowded like when the show was going on?
Oh, it has cleared out. There's the you see the other bards that were up there on stage. They're sitting at a table close to the table, and they're eating, drinking, and all, and just relaxing. And you see maybe 2, 3 other people, and that's all that's still in here.
Okay. I'm gonna take my drink, go over to where the bards are, and give each of them a gold piece. You were all spectacular. I haven't been that well entertained in a while.
What? Yeah, yeah. It's been a while since we've seen one of your kind. You're pretty far from the coast there, as they pocket the gold.
Well, I only travel when I need to.
Heard that from a lot of your kind.
Slow and steady wins the race.
And now do the whole, round of drinks for the table to the whoever's around, the waitress or whatever.
All right. She goes, "Well, thank you. Thank you very much."
I'm gonna nod and I'll walk away. I'm not gonna bother them.
As they stand there, you see the other the elf of the bards. You see her lean over and say something to the human, and the human starts laughing and giggling. And what's your passive perception?
16.
Okay, yeah. As you get about a table and a half away, you hear the human say, "You think it's that big?"
There's only one way to find out.
And they
And,
hear
I
you.
pull out my mace.
They hear you, and both their faces turn red. And when you pull your mace out, they just start bawling and laughing.
You think that's good? And I'm gonna extend my neck like a snapper turtle would. A good
And
foot and a half.
at that, the other 2 or 3 that kind of figured out what was going on then, that's still in the bar, they fall out of their chairs laughing and one of them drops their drink as they fall back.
I may be 5'3" normally, but this way I'm 5'5".
And with that, the bartender looks at you and just shakes his head and motions you to come here for a minute.
Yes, sir, or ma'am.
Yeah, it's a woman. As you get there, she told you to. She's like, lean in for a minute,
Okay.
and she tells you in your ear what they meant.
What they mean? You have to tell me.
They did not mean your club. They did not mean your neck. They meant your private part.
Oh, well, Zipple would redden a bit. Not in anger, of course, but well, that's slightly different. Anyway,
She looks at you. She goes, "The bards. I don't think they can help it."
fair enough. The tales are true.
Oh yes. And she looks at you and looks at the elf. She goes, "Especially with that one, I would watch that one."
Apparently, she's thinking of watching me.
Oh yeah.
I'll wink and walk back to my table. Hopefully, my food's there by now.
Yeah. You almost lost your food because the bar the barmaid started laughing as well when she saw what was happening, and she knew what was happening because she knows the bard. So she luckily was able to keep your plate together and placed it on the table back there for you. As
I'd
she
like to
walks
think.
and as she walks by you, she just looks at you. She goes, "Oh my dear, it wasn't that club that she was interested in," and she just keeps walking by.
I'd like to think that if she almost dropped the food, Tesla wouldn't have let it happen. Let's see. So yeah, I'll sit down at the table and join the rest.
I love how innocent this turtle is.
He's wise, but he ain't smart.
I have a feeling that's gonna be completely different by the end of this campaign.
That's up to you guys.
Street smart learning.
Oh, he hasn't made it to the cities yet. So, uh, poor innocent brother. See, he wasn't innocent one day,
He's a
and
pumpkin
then
cleric.
and then he got to level 8, and just everything changed.
The plan.
So, with that, you start eating again, and as he sees y'all two sit down, start eating another meal. You see the cook walk out, see y'all two, look at the barmaid, and shakes his head and goes, "I'll be back," and walks out the front door. Not You have no idea where he's going, but apparently the barmaid does. So it will be a bit before you can have anything else to eat until after he gets back, if you want to eat more after what you're eating. There are drinks and stuff and all that you can order if you want to, but the night is yours until you go to sleep. So just let me know what you want to do. Uh, so with with that, who's all sitting at the table at the beginning?
I'm in my room interrogating. I just rolled a 21 on investigation.
Okay, I will. Crap. Okay, I will give it to you in a second because there's a lot to go over with that.
All right.
That's not cool. Okay.
Hastelo's at the table, expecting
Okay.
for food.
Yeah, I know you're at the table now. Our turtle friend was over there talking to the bards. Willow, where were you? Are you at the table or are you in your room?
I'm probably at the tables. I think until it would be enough time for her to um trance until they leave. I think up to when she would need to start, she's probably just trying to, keep an eye out, eye out for anything that would be suspicious, anything that could be important before she needs to turn in.
Okay. So with that, you would have seen everything that happened. Uh but roll me a perception check with advantage.
All of us there, or just
Just Willow.
Willow?
Okay, it's not
Okay. Not great,
At
but
least it was with advantage.
yeah. So with that, yeah, okay, I'll keep that in mind. So but you would have noticed that the elf over there keeps eyeing y'all's table and looking at your new cleric friend. So and with that, I will go back to the room with the interrogation. What exactly are you trying to get from this individual?
Well, the way it happens is basically after everyone left, I shut the door, held him up by his neck, and smiled as wide as I could and said, "Now that we're alone, I don't have to play nice." And I give his neck a squeeze before throwing him against the rear wall. Now tell
Yes.
me everything.
Okay. I was born 40 years ago in a hamlet in the mountains. I had an easy upbringing.
Really?
What? You told me to tell you everything.
All right, fine. And I actually scoot up a chair, pull out a glass of wine, and I say, "Go on then, dumbass."
And he spends an hour telling you from the time he could remember anything at 4 all the way until he goes, and my father was very beautiful.
Okay, as entertaining as this is, that's enough. Tell me about the cult. Everything about the cult.
I was just getting to that.
Oh, fucking time.
He goes, one day, my father was beating me in the public square, and a man came up and fried him from inside out and told me to come with him and that I would have power such as that. And that is when I joined the cabal. It is not a cult, it is a cabal. It is a collection of people.
At the point where he started saying that he's like going to tell me about the cult, I actually pull out a small journal and start writing key points.
Okay. And he as he goes through, he goes, I come to find out that the one that saved me was a sorcerer by the name of Edward the Shadow Stalker. I don't think that's his last name, but that's the only thing I know him by.
Go on.
They told me that the true power would be when we rise the god Nox back to this realm and we become his servants to rule in his place. And we have come through many studies, and with our Grand Master, he has found out that the artifacts thought lost are still around. And we are in search of those. And
I know that your end game is to serve Nox, but what's Nox's end game once revived?
He is a god. He will rule all. He will be a god that can kill other gods. He was a
Why
god
would you wish that?
before. For he is the true, powerful god. The other gods' power are very low to his.
This man's obviously brainwashed, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, there isn't anything in the realm I would know about to cure that brainwashing, huh?
Oh, not this kind. This ain't magical brainwashing. This ain't like, this is from him growing up being beaten all his life, and then the person that basically saved him.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yes.
Got it. I am simply like I'm gonna stop and just listen from here on out. That's it. But from afterwards, he's being disposed of.
And he looks and he goes, there is information that I have that may buy at least my death sentence. Maybe I can be in a jail cell or a dungeon instead. I know I am not going free. I know that much. But
I'll
there's
consider it.
information. There's information that the Queen must know. That the council must know. That the traveling seers of the desert must know. And that the governing body of the Azure Coast must know. There are moles in every government. There are followers of knots in high levels in each of those areas. And we have about 5 with King Harold.
I immediately write down all of that into the book. Look up at him after closing it and say, "Is this information completely accurate?"
Yes. To my knowledge.
All right.
I
One
know
last
the
question.
names. I know the names of some, but those will only be given to the Queen or guard, personal guard.
Let me ask you something. In your world, do wizards need their hands to cast?
Some do, some don't. Me, I do.
Alright, I immediately take my sword out, chop his arms off, and use both my hands to singe off the bleeding parts by activating Fire's Burn.
And he looks at you and he goes, "You could have left my left one. I can only do it with my right. How am I supposed to hold myself?"
Able to make jokes in this kind of pain. Alright.
Did you not listen to what I grew up in?
Well, somebody will fix you, I'm sure. And with that, I knock him out.
Okay. But he does know the names of some. But because he does not know how far they have infiltrated, he can only trust the Queen and the prison, her personal guard. That's the only
So
two.
after I burn his stumps and knock him out, I simply say, "You just bought your life for now." And I tie his feet up before going back out to everybody.
All right. So with that, as you walk out the door, the drow, you see the drow walk out hers as well, headed that way, and looks at you and goes, didn't kill him, did you?
No, not yet.
Something to him. That scream. Whew. Hadn't heard that in ages. Gives me goosebumps. Oh.
Well, if he was able to use his hands to cast spells, he's not anymore. And I simply walk off towards my party.
She follows behind you. Like it did not like affect her at all when you said that.
All right.
And all, and you see
Just
her
kind of
take.
give her a quick glance before continuing on.
Yeah. As y'all walk out into the tavern area, she walks over to the rest of the bars and sits down with them, and they start talking to her. Anyone above a 15 passive perception notices the other two telling her and pointing to y'all's table, and y'all know who she's pointing to. But telling the bar that just sat down with them, that y'all had talked to earlier, telling her what had happened.
Okay. Well, I definitely didn't notice because I got a 14 on perception.
Mine is exactly 15, and you said over 15. So
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
16.
All right.
I think.
won't be for long though.
Okay. So yeah, all y'all noticed that she started, and you see the one that y'all talked to. Hold on, I'm trying to remember what name I gave her. Give me a second.
Was it Jezebel?
Yes, Jezebel. I had to remember which name I gave her. But Jezebel gets up. She goes, "Hold on," walks over to the table, and bows her head to y'all and says, "So, I see that my friends were having a little fun with your cleric friend there." She looks over at you and she goes, "I'm terribly sorry for them, but that elf actually has a thing for turtles."
Never heard of that.
Me either. I don't know what it is, but she's been like this since we left the Azure Coast, and she had a night with two turtles, and since then it's been like this.
You're
They-
Those
telling
things
me-
pan out.
you're telling me they did the Eiffel Gopher with her?
If that's what you call it, they were
Oh,
they were ship they were shipmates on a ship out there. So
boy. Oh,
she just goes, "I'm sorry." Now, if you are interested, just go talk to her. But I'm sorry for them. Sometimes they have no manners. Me being brought up with certain manners in those senses, I know how to deal with it better. And I had to meditate for a little bit. I did not think they would get in trouble that fast. I am sorry. And she bows her head to you, turns around, and walks back to the table. And you see her slap the elf in the back of the head.
I'm just gonna look at the table and say, "When you've got it, you've got it."
Oh God, Zipple, you're my favorite character so far.
One has to say that. Okay. So with that, I would say you got about 30 more minutes, and then it'll be about time that y'all need to get rest, except for Willow. You have a little bit more time, but the rest of y'all will need to get rest if y'all want to head out early in the morning and I'll. If not, y'all can head out later in the evening. It's up to y'all.
Well, if that was the case, then Zipple would have to do 30 minutes before he goes to bed. He'd like go and do some. Like,
Welcome to your
ritual.
voicemail. You have one new message and
Thank you, Siri.
So he would go outside under the moon to light some incense and do some praying.
Right.
And he will specifically ask, like think about his tenants and what the elf lady was thinking about too.
I bet.
Is that something that's frowned upon? No, I don't think that's in the scriptures.
Oh shit.
You know, you know very well that that is not in the scriptures because most of your order are very, very active in that sense.
So it's kind of a tie-in to Soon, like the goddess of love or something.
Yeah, like y'all, there's only one order that does that, and they stay inside their monastery and never leave.
Good to know.
Eternal orgy.
With that, Willow, I'm guessing you're staying in your spot to keep an eye out
Yeah.
until you have to go into a trance. For the next, what's the rest of y'all going to be doing for the 30 minutes before y'all need to get rest? Are y'all going to take a late start, or?
I'm just going to be studying the notes that I got from the cultists, and after going over that like one more time, I'm just going to pull out my manual and start studying that with the scrap piece of paper with the draconic alphabet on it.
Okay. And also, after you do the long rest, you actually can add that language to you because you've been studying it every day, and by this time it's been over a month of travel and of just the campaign. You were studying it before, so you can actually add that language to the thing on after your long rest.
All right.
And because during your long rest, you'll see why you can add that. So, anybody else have anything they're going to do before they crash out?
No, once Tesla has gathered as much food as he can, he'll take some samples back up to his room and get ready for the night.
And at Tesla, as you're walking toward the room with the food, you see the chef walk back in. He goes, okay. He looks, he goes, so you're done for the day, for the night? And he's carrying, you see, he has a basket in both hands with like all kinds of food and everything that he had to go get to resupply the kitchen after you two.
Well,
Tomorrow. And he looks at you.
all right, tomorrow. I'll look forward to breakfast.
Yes. Breakfast. As he runs to the kitchen to put the stuff down, turn, and you see him running back out the door.
Well, thoughts of the food he's going to prepare for us. I'll head to my bed.
Right. So with that, and I'll say that Telia has retired as well. I'll say during this whole thing, she's been sitting back and just watching and hiding herself.
If If that's the case, then only Willow would see Zipple go and talk to the elf after his prayers.
Okay. So
Oh, I did show the book to everyone before going to bed that night, so everybody knows what the cultist had told me.
oh, okay. So while you went back out there, you showed
Yeah.
them at the table. Okay. So, so I'm guessing you have him stacked beside your bed on the floor beside you.
Hey, you know what? I'll be a little nice. He's in the recliner next to the bed.
Okay. So, with that, they're over there. So, what happens as you go talk to this elf?
A little chat and then fade to black, probably.
Ah, okay. So as you walk up to her, she looks up and she gets a big smile, and she kicks. You see something happen around the table, and she just kicks. You see her leg go toward the human, and all. And after you talk for a minute or two, she's like, "Why, yes, I would love to spend the evening speaking with you." And she gets up and walks off with you.
I thought I might not actually do it, but I thought it was something really funny to do.
Please do it.
As they walk past, I just touch Zipple, cast guidance.
I love it. You got this, man.
Yes. So Zippo has guidance of guidance for that event. And I'll get to that in the morning. So
I'm just wondering what skill is used in guidance. Is it dexterity, constitution?
oh
Strength?
no.
A combination of both. You never know.
Yeah, that can be used on any
Constitution if
roll.
she's too big.
Yeah. So just it adds to it. I'll just say it that way. So with that, Willow, I will need you to give me another perception roll, just a regular one.
Doesn't it like also I was thinking about doesn't it like default to passive if I don't
It
go over
depends. It depends on what it is.
Okay.
Can we go above table real quick? Zipple, roll me a performance check.
I only roll for the DM, and performance would not be a choice.
And you would add a
D4.
you would add a D4 for the guidance.
That's what I'm curious about. God's honest truth.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put performance, that kind of performance, into a mental stat. It would probably be a mix or a physical one.
Yeah, that's a mix of a couple of stats together.
Acrobatics.
I mean, performance is important, but that's mostly for getting to there.
So
I was wondering when we were gonna have this kind of.
Well,
It's a
little
good
did y'all
narrative.
think it would be the cleric Tortle.
Who
Hey.
literally had to have someone explain to him what they were talking about. By
I'm just glad
a
they need this time.
it's always
I'll
the
tell you what.
innocent ones.
I'm gonna be upfront. It's never gonna be Willow.
If you want to,
Mhm.
if you want to bring a mental stat into this, you could always look into like survival, depending on if because she is a elf, so you never know. But I'll tell you what, I have a +6 on my insight if you want me to figure out what she wants.
Oh wait. I want to have you do a couple of rolls in the morning, and we'll find out what happened. But as of right now, it's
What's
fade to
guided?
black. It's fade to black. So with that, Well, you actually just made it with that, so you're good.
Okay, good.
You do notice probably about an hour after they all went and laid down. The only ones left in here is you and the drow and all that are just setting up and all. Now, like the bartender's laid over, like over in the corner, like you can see her catching some Z's and all because y'all are still in here, so she's not going to leave, but she's just relaxing and sleeping in the corner. And I'll figuring she probably trusts this drow somehow for her to do that. So, uh, and but about an hour after they left, you see somebody come in dressed in black and walk up to the bar and just throws his hand on the bar. It wakes up the barmaid. She jumps up. Yes, yes, yes. What can I do for you? He makes the order, takes a seat at the table. What you notice is when he throws his cloak back, you see the same symbol that you saw earlier on the cloaks of the Cabal members.
Of course.
But he's the only one. So either he's by himself looking for somebody or he's just traveling through. He didn't go like towards you. He didn't try to like look around. He just actually came straight in, got something to drink, and sat at a table. And he sits there. So, after about 2 hours later, he gets up after having a couple of drinks and walks out. And you hear a horse riding away.
Should we do an insight check on this man?
Willow, do you want to investigate where he was sitting or do you want to talk to? Because it seems like the barmaid kind of knew who he was because she didn't act like any odd way or anything. So it seems like this is a occurrence she's used to. So
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Oh. One second. I need to check something real quick to make sure I can do it before I. Okay, no. Okay. I think I'm gonna go see if I can get some information from where he was and the
are you
bartender.
going? Okay. So as you walk up to the bartender, she goes, yes, lass. Is there, you need another drink or anything?
I'm fine. I was just curious about the man who's just here.
His name is, but he comes through here a lot. Usually around this time. He comes in, gets some drinks, sits a while, and then leaves. I don't know if he's like a messenger for somebody or carrier for somebody that works late. I don't know. But he comes in at least once a week.
I'm like actually trying to think of how to like. Does he say much, or does he usually just quiet?
He orders his drink, and that's really all I've ever heard him say is just he orders his drink and he sits down and then leaves after about an hour or so. I think he's just trying to get some rest and get off the horse for a bit.
You know about where he heads from, where he goes, anything about?
Oh no, he's never mentioned anything like that. He goes, hold on. I think Sam saw him go somewhere a direction one day. He came back in. Let me. And she walks over to a corner that you didn't notice and knocks on a door. And when it opens, it's the cook, and he's half asleep, going, "I gotta get up in the morning to fix a meal for them too. I don't know what you call them, but they eat too much. What do you want?" She goes, yeah, you know that guy that comes in like at least once a week and stays for an hour or two? Which way did you see him go before when you saw him leave out? Oh yeah, the messenger or something. Yeah, I saw him going toward Wildwood Forest Road whenever I saw him headed. I don't know if he was going there or if he was headed in a different direction from there. I'm not sure. But when I was coming back, that's where I saw him that night. Why? Oh, it's just she looks down, and even though there's nobody really in here other than you and the bard that's sitting over there knows who you are, she goes, the Queen's employees was wanting to know. Yes, yes. And at that he wakes up, goes, yes, yes, ma'am. He he comes like maybe once a week, and like I said, the time I saw him when I was coming back with supplies one night, he he was at the road where it forks off to everywhere, and it looked like he was going toward Wildwood Forest at the time. But that's all I know about him. I know he's never said nothing when I've been in here. And what about you? She's like, nah, nothing. He orders his drinks and sits down. It is weird. He's always wearing the same thing. You would think he would change every once in a while.
I think Willow's just trying to put things together because as if that's all the information that she's able to get. It's not
Yeah.
a ton, but we at least know that
Yeah,
he's definitely heading where we need to go.
yeah, that's all the information that they know, and it's at least once a week he does this,
Okay.
or that he stops in this tavern once a week.
Okay. Thank
And
you so much for for the information.
yes, yes, yes. I'm going to go back to bed. Your two friends eat a lot, and he turns
I
around and heads back and lays down. But that's the information you know. And with that, I will let you go into your trance. So, because about that time, you see the barmaid, after she got done, go up to the door and locks the inn door. She goes, I'm tired. It's closed for the night. Anybody wanting to come in, they're going to have to bang real hard. And she leaves and goes into her a little corner that you see, and she opens the door, and it's like a place that she sleeps in. And by what you can tell is that more than likely they're not blood related, but the cook and the barmaid that was still there, that and somehow they're like a family. So, and apparently this is their place. So, and with that, Kyle, I will get your new name one day, but our giant friend, as you slip off to sleep, you have a vision. Old man walks up to you and he starts speaking to you. At first, you don't understand it. And then it becomes clear exactly what he's saying. And he goes, "Ah, my son." And he looks at you, not my literal son, but figuratively. You have came a long way. Let
Where
us
am I?
see. He goes, "You're right. This is a nice inn. Them two do run a tight ship."
I suppose so.
Well, it's not every town this size has a hard entertainment once a year. It's because of
So what?
them. He looks, he goes, he looks, and you notice you are still in your room. And he looks at the chair. He goes, "So, why both hands?"
Well, I didn't want him pulling anything tricky. I mean, I couldn't cut out his tongue. Most I could do is gag that at most for him to stop him from doing spells.
Uh, yes. If I was listening correctly, he has information that those in power need to know. So, yes, cutting out his tongue would have been a bad mood. But if he had his hands, he could have wrote it. Uh, so much potential, but so much to learn. We'll get you there. As he looks at you, "Ah, by the way, your cousins say hi," and he disappears.
I wake up with a start like, who the fuck was that? And my cousins? Before looking at the cultist who probably has a weird look on his face right now.
Oh, he's still passed out.
Alright. I'm just gonna keep that weird little dream in my head and wake him up to come out to the main hall.
Tesla,
Yes.
as with a very heavy belly and your little snacks for the throughout the night sitting on your counter in case you get hungry through the night, you drift off to sleep. And you hear a voice in your head. Yes. Came so far. One such as yourself. Why? I must report that a druid has become alive again. Yes, yes, I know what you're thinking. There are many druids, but not all have the spark you do. Not all live to their potential. Let us see if you can. I will speak with you again, little one.
I tried to call out, "Who is this? Who is this?"
You hear nothing for a moment, but then she goes, "Ah, so you are inquisitive. I am the one that will help you reach your potential. But I must see more before I reveal myself.
Do you have a name?
You will learn in time. Patience is a virtue of a druid, even though most do not think so. I'll speak again soon. Maybe in person, even. We'll see. And she's gone.
And it was a female voice then.
Yes, a female, a very, very like you know, you know how in the movies how they act like those like 900 number people talk.
Sensual.
Yeah,
Seductive.
it was like that.
The 900 people. So I don't
Mhm.
get the reference.
Okay, it's in the US it's the like the sex talk workers
lines.
number. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget in the UK they actually don't have that. Or I don't think they do.
Not that in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. That's why the old used to be. But I know in movies they always make them sound like I just
Yeah.
can't remember the word. uh, but yeah, so she was very. You have a feeling whoever this spoke to you was someone with great power, very confident in what she was saying to you. Yeah,
I'll try to meditate upon her words then.
yeah, and now let us see here. Uh, Now for the moment we all have been waiting for. If I can hit the right stuff over here.
Willow's trance.
Wait, I'm looking at something else. Okay. Yeah, actually, I will do that first. Uh, Willow, you drift off to sleep when you're trance. You drift off into your trance. As you get to that spot that you're used to getting to and you're comfortable in your trance, all of a sudden it just disappears. You're on a ship in the middle of the sea. The storms are raging. There's waves coming over and spilling onto the deck. You hear your old captain's voice yelling to people, "Grab the sails! Starboard! Starboard! Hurry! We have to keep it from capsizing." And you see everybody running around. Out of the corner of your eye, you see someone go overboard. And you hear in your head, is he? Or isn't he? That is a question, is it not? Lost does not mean dead. Maybe he is somewhere, but I won't tell. Come, seek the stars. You will find your answers in time. And at that, you come out of your trance, but it was like you were there.
I'm trying to think, like, would
Oh, you would recognize by the stories and everything, you would immediately recognize who that was that went overboard.
okay, that's what I was
Thank
gonna
you.
ask. So that's lovely. Thank you for that.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. I think at seeing it happen, because like hearing about it is one thing. I think seeing it, Willow is a bit more shaken, like visibly, than anyone has ever seen her since this travel. Like it's actually like affected her.
Okay. So yeah, so
for
like I
sure.
said, it was strong enough to bring you out of the trance. Luckily, it did last 4 hours, but it did pull you out because of what you saw. Now, to our friend that's probably not getting much sleep.
I'm stepping away real quick. So
All right. For this, what I'm looking at some stuff. Roll me a wisdom check. Okay, with a insight check. I'm going to add some of these things up together.
23.
And then an athletics check.
That's only an 8.
Okay. So, what had happened was after the long night, you didn't have much sleep, but you put her to sleep. When the elf wakes up, she looks at you and goes, "You're even better than the two at the coast."
Well, I take my time.
You did do that. You did. She looks at you. She goes, "I know you didn't get enough rest." So, and she reaches over, grabs at her pack, pulls out a vial, and goes, "Take this. It'll be like you had 8 hours of rest."
Sounds like a good deal to me. And I'm just gonna.
He goes, I'll be on a lookout for you. Maybe we'll run in together to each other again."
Life is full of possibilities, that's for sure.
So, as she gets up, gets dressed, and heads out into the tavern, you see her, she's still not walking quite right. But yeah, you that's just like you walked her world. It was that 23 on insight that kind of helped the other two.
I'd say so.
I love this was the part I came back on.
Luckily you missed the rest.
So, with that, it is morning time. And I'm trying to bring down, okay. It is morning time. So, you can get breakfast and whatever you need to do. So just let me know. And I will do radioactive character stuff when he's here. I do have a dream thing for his too.
Okay.
And since he had other plans for the night, he will get his at another time as well. So always the innocent ones, y'all. Always.
I'll keep
And-
my eye out for Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Don't seduce me.
And so what is y'all's plan for the morning? Y'all getting food or what y'all doing?
I think Willow would go for like a small, quick breakfast.
Would definitely join Taslow at the breakfast table.
Yeah, me and this armless guy is going to join y'all too.
As,
Oh,
as you two walk out, the chef is standing at the bar talking to the barmaid. He sees y'all two walk out. And he goes, "I'm ready for y'all today." He goes, "Which table y'all going to?" As you point to the table, he goes, "It'll be right out." He goes back, and the barmaid goes back with him, and they walk out with 4 big old platters with all kinds of stuff on them. If it literally y'all's food take up a booth by itself.
make sure you get some food for our other friends too.
Yes, I'm good with them. This is just y'all's twos, okay?
All right.
And
Slow rubs his hands with glee.
and what you look down and what you see is there's like anything that you can think of as breakfast food in the area is on there. So you have eggs, you have bread, you have like grit like stuff. You have a little bit of rice. I mean, there's anything that can be used as a
I'm having
breakfast
the
food
full English.
on there. So there's even
I was about to make an awful joke.
and there's
What
even
about some bangers and mash?
No, I was gonna
and
say you said full English, and I was just like, English technically doesn't exist here, and I was gonna say a full common.
and there's even what I believe if I'm saying this correctly, because in the UK they have different terms for stuff, but I think biscuits is crackers for the US, I believe. I'm not positive, but that's what I'm thinking. There's even like those and all there with it. So yeah, it's a full out everything you can think of for a breakfast. And
So
go ahead.
Tassilo tucks in, but in between mouthfuls, he says, "I had this strange thing happen to me as I was getting to sleep last night. I heard a voice, and it takes another
Uh-oh.
bite.
You too? As I literally am chowing down on probably an entire deer leg.
Yeah, whenever he saw he's ready for you because there's not many, but he has seen a few Goliaths. So you're not that bad. He can deal with you. He just can't deal with something that looks their size that eats like you do.
Now,
So
what's funny is that this guy is probably holding this deer leg like a chicken leg at the moment. That is what I'm thinking.
yeah.
I think as you guys start talking about what you heard, I think Willow starts to think about her, like, not really dream. I guess vision would be a bit more specific with it
Yeah.
being from a trance. I think you guys would kind of see her like shift a bit, not really say anything, but like remembering what she saw would probably like get a bit like tense.
Was that a shutter, Willow?
You okay over there?
It's I when I was trancing last night I saw something, but I don't really want to talk about it
Well,
right now.
Absolutely.
A lot of us had strange experiences then. This this can't be a coincidence. I'll look to the our turtle friend, Zeeple. Did you have a dream last night?
I can honestly say I didn't dream very much. I feel like I slept all night.
As you say that, Willow, your passive is 15 or 16 on perception.
15
Okay.
right now.
You notice at the table that the bars are sitting at, the elf is pointing and like motioning with her hands, and you know exactly what she's motioning about. And you see the drow and the human just like their mouths drop open and looking at her and looking at him and just looking at like they're all enthused with what she's saying.
Impressive.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a gentleman.
As you should be.
I'm just calmly eating though, but when you ask, no dreams for me.
I can see why.
So with that, Willow, do you tell them about the person that you saw the night before?
Yes, that I do relay.
That's interesting, Willow. I was visited by an old man.
That wasn't about the vision. That was the dude I stalked.
Yeah,
bar.
that's the guy that came in on the bar that she noticed the symbol of the Cabal on.
Which I just
Okay.
realized I literally could have, like, tried to cast Hunter's Mark subtly so I would know where he was going specifically.
That would have
Didn't even
actually
think about it until
worked.
now.
I've
I
never
didn't even
thought
think
of that.
about it until now.
It lasts like 8 hours too.
Yeah, I would have never thought about that period. That would have been smart.
Yeah, I wish I thought about it because then I would have tranced and I would have been able to get that. Well, no, I have a use of it, but yeah, I would have like refreshed. I wouldn't have had to.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Next time.
I mean, at least we still know the direction, just not anything specific.
Yeah. Which you got an idea of the direction he was going from the shelf from what he had seen him do. But that's not a guarantee. So with that, I'll say I'm going to let everybody take a 10-minute break. Get y'all something to drink, go to the restroom, do all that. And I do not have a intermission stream on this, people. But I'm just going to let them go and do what they got to do, and we'll be back. Let me see if I can bring up some music during that time, if I can find the thing now. But yeah, if y'all want to go to get something to drink or whatever you need to stretch or whatever, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
See you in a bit then.
Once I find this site, I got to bookmark it. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. And I'm not going to mute myself, y'all, because I will be forgot and I won't turn off the mute. So, but I did mute them. So, if somebody can't hear something when we come back, let me know. I forgot I muted them. Of course, when you want to find something on, like, you know how at Facebook advertises stuff and all the time, when you want to see the advertisement, it won't show you. Yay, I found it. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out my sound. So, because it's not wanting to play my Chrome stuff. So, I got to figure that out. Me and Chrome is not getting along very well lately, though. So, yeah, I'm going to have to. Luckily, this is working pretty well. It's saying it's unstable, but I'm used to that. That's probably something with the internet connection thing. But it's at least working. So I just got to fix my audio stuff on the original OBS where I can play stuff and different things and it go through it right. So like right now, the only way they can hear you is on desktop audio. And I have literally one set up for the chat for like chat and all that it's supposed to go through and it's not going through it. Not yet. I was waiting until everybody was back. I was about to do that now.
Make sure you didn't forget.
Yep, I just unmuted y'all. So I was having to go through all the audio mixers that was on here to find y'all. So they took their breaks. They're back, and they're ready to continue. I hope so. With that, if I believe everyone's back, but if one isn't, we will catch him up when he pops back in. It won't be that much that goes on. If you have noticed, it takes a long time to get to anywhere in my games. That's just the way it goes. So, but it makes the character development better. As we can see with our little turtle friend. So,
Oh, you push her on.
Please got laid first.
So, with that, we will continue on. What is y'all's goal for this morning?
I think after what Willow. Oops, sorry.
No, go ahead.
After what Willow saw last night before she tranced, I think she wants to get on the road as soon as possible. So once she's finished eating, she's gonna wait by the wait by the door for everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to be studying that training manual some more.
And you did add Drake. You did
Yeah.
add the language. Okay. So,
I would eat, but I would eat pretty quick, knowing everyone wants to get on the road and knowing we need to get on the road.
yeah. Oh, it don't take you long to clear out what he put in front of y'all too.
I'm ravenous this morning.
And especially him. So I'll say it only where it usually takes probably you want to enjoy it and everything. It takes you like an hour to eat. I would say it probably only took you about 25, 30 minutes for the two of y'all to clear off y'all's food.
Easy.
And with that, the chef comes out. He goes, "So, did you enjoy it?" And looking directly at you two.
Delicious, thank you.
Very.
Good.
Excellent.
I actually give him 5 gold.
Yes. Fine. Thank you. But so didn't y'all pay her last night? No. Is this a tip?
Consider it a
I'll
tip.
take. Okay. And he pockets it. He's like, I just don't want you to overpay. We have had issues with that in our region before, and the Queen's Council don't look favorably on that.
No price gouging.
So he goes, well, we appreciate it. Please come through again if you're in the area. We will. And about that time, he catches the eye of the barmaid talking to the bards and eyeing over there, and he looks puzzled, looks at them, goes, "What they about now?" My cousin, she used to be part of this group before she retired, and now we're able to get them to come through at least once a year. But that elf is something else, I tell you. And he goes, "Be careful with that one, okay?" And he just looks back and goes, "Well, anything else, just let me know," and starts to walk off.
Here's where I need a performance check to see if I can play off that. I don't know what that guy's talking about.
Oh, he don't even look. He just says it and just turns around and walks off. You don't. Yeah, he just you see it's like he's dealt with them for years, and he's just like a statement that he really don't know he makes, but he just does it out of just like necessity,
Oh.
I guess. Yeah, he's like that elf is just something else. Like he's talking
had it
about like a child or something. So even though she's probably older than him, but he's like acting like talking about a child.
Jesus.
You ready to go?
So where y'all headed as you step out into hold on a minute. Puppy, stop. Uh as y'all head out, the town is now bustling. Like when y'all came in, there was nobody nowhere. As you walk out into the town now, there's people everywhere. The shops are going full force. You hear the blacksmith at his anvil going. You see like in the windows, you see like freshly made bread out for sale. I mean, it's a bustling little city going on.
Say before we leave, because I know I asked about it before, and you said you would look into it. Can I see if any of the shops here have cool arrows?
Okay. The only place here would be the blacksmith that might have something because he worked the blacksmith or the trying to think of what them things are called. But basically where they make wooden like
Butcher.
furniture. Yeah. That. But that would be the two places and all because the blacksmith they kind of work together a lot, but you could probably go to either one. If they don't have something, they will probably tell you to go check with the other place.
Yeah, I'd like to go check.
All right. The closest one to y'all would be the blacksmith. So as you walk in, you see this dwarf that is like just going to town on the anvil. And it looks like he's making horseshoes. So as he's just going at it and all, he sees you walk in. He goes, a customer. Just a second. I'll be right with you. He goes over to some water, puts his hands in there and washes them off and all, and walks up and to shake your hand and all goes, how do you do, miss? What can I help you with?
Hi, I was wondering if you had any special arrows that I can buy.
Arrows. Special in what are you looking for them to do to help you with? Do you need help with aim? Do you need help with punch? Like when they hit? What
Any
particular
kind
are
of
you?
special abilities that they might have.
Okay. Let me just a second. Let me go look and see what I have. I don't get much call for this. I have to work with a magic user at times, and at times she don't like me. So let me go check real quick, okay? And he goes off to the back, and you hear him ruffling through like all kinds. Like you can hear him really searching for stuff, and he's like, "Oh, maybe." Uh, And he walks back out. He goes, "I'm sorry, miss. I don't have nothing. Hold on. Just do you have a few minutes? I can go check with somebody."
I think I can spare a few, but I am in a hurry.
Oh yeah, this will only be a few minutes. He rushes out, and about 2 minutes later, he comes back. He goes, I don't have none, but I can make you some. And she's being nice to me today, so she can make them special. Uh, there's a few things she can do to them. I can tell you if you would like them. They would cost you 10 gold for a set of 20. But you said you were in a hurry. It would take at least 6 hours for us to get them all made and for her to do what she needs to do with them. Now, we can deliver them to a place if you are going to a certain place. We could have them to you within within 100 miles. We could have them to you within a day and a half.
That could
And
that could
he
probably
looks.
work as far as delivery goes.
I got a question. Is your letter like the symbol of the queen, like the letter that has that symbol and all? Are you wearing it where it can be seen, not like easily, but if somebody's just like looking you over like pretty good, would they be able to see?
Probably. I would probably have it visible somewhere on me.
Okay. As he looks you over, I'm actually going to roll for him. With 15, I would say he sees it. So he notices it and he goes, "Ah, are you an envoy of the queen?
I
Not
am.
many. Well, then." And he pulls you closer. He turns and he points at a shield above his shop. Like you have to walk in and look behind you to see it. You notice something immediately on the shield because you've done seen it before. On the shield is the guard, the elite guard, the Dawnbringers symbol with the two ravens on it. And you know that those two ravens mean that they know of Ravenkind. So he points at that and looks at you and goes, "Do you understand?
I understand.
I shall have Eve deliver them to you or one of her cousins."
Thank you.
He goes, "What do you wish for them to do? This is the things that she can do." He looks around. She can do more, but she's stubborn. You know how wives can be at times. And
I
he
think
goes,
Willow kind of like those like the wives kind of jokes just kind of like rolls her eyes a little bit, not like in a mean
"Yeah."
spirited way, but just kind of like of course.
Yeah. And so he goes, "It can give you a little bit more punch. It can give you better, or it can give you better chance of hitting, or it can give you, what did she say? It can give you radiant damage." That's what she says she can do right now.
Hmm. I'm looking at my stuff. I think I'm going to ask for the ones that help like with the aiming, like getting more accurate.
Okay. He goes, yes, that's excellent, of course. Uh, we had somebody else use those before, and it actually helped their actual real aim overall. So, hey, He goes, all right, I'll get that to you. It'll be, you want 20, right? And that's what would fit in a basket, like in a quiver would be 20.
Yeah.
And he
But
goes,
would it be possible to do like 10 and 10 with like?
I can ask. Tell me what other one you want. I can ask her, but I can't guarantee it.
I would want the other 10 to be radiant. It's fine if not.
Okay.
I'm fine
Like
with
I said,
just the aim.
I
but-
can ask, but she's not one to be upset. She knows magic. It don't upset her. I do a little bit, but I know where to stop at. And I go, last time I made her very mad, we had to rebuild our living room. I don't want to do that again. That took 2 months. And so, okay, so that would be 25 gold. And most of that's going to her.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna pay it. I'm gonna do an extra 5 as like a tip for.
I might get her to do it.
So.
You speak her language, I think. Yeah. And he puts in his drawer and he goes, so where can our, and he looks around and sees somebody starting to walk in. He goes, where can our delivery person what area can she find you once they are done?
I'm gonna try to keep my voice low just because like anyone that's I'm gonna say like right now we're heading to the
Okay. And whenever he gets
Lovely
there,
Forest.
he goes, yes. Yeah. We actually have a yeah, well, we should be able to get them to you pretty fast. So once they're done, in about 6 hours, I will start sending them on the way. They may get to the first settlement soon after y'all do. So, and if not, then the delivery people will be able to find you and deliver them to you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Please come again if you're in the area. And he goes back and starts getting like some stones and everything to start working on the arrows. And you see him call over. He goes, Joe, come here. Yes, boss. Go over to the woodworking place and get some wood for some bows. Actually, ask him for that tough wood that he has from over on the coast. You know, we need enough for about 20 bows. Yeah, not bows, arrows. I need about 20 arrows. I'm trying to give you 20 bows, ma'am. And he goes, yes. All right. And he goes and he runs out as you're walking out.
I'm gonna go back to everyone.
All right. So what everybody else playing?
Go through my prayer ritual and get the cart ready.
Tesla will ritually cast Speak of Animals, and then check on the horses to see how they are doing, and start a conversation that might say something very useful.
All right. So when you start talking to them, as you cast it, about the time it takes effect, you hear Rose go, "No, it ain't. It is always my job to lead. You are always leading us the wrong way." And that's what you come into as it activates.
That's Sarah, I take it. Sarah and Brutus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Hello, you
what?
two. I trust you slept well.
Yes. How, I hope you did as well. So, what's on the agenda for the day? Where we're headed?
We're off to see an old woman.
Okay. Sarah looks at you and she goes, "Does she know you say she's an old woman?" You know, some people don't like that. Brutus looks at.
A wise woman in the forest.
Okay. Brutus looks over at Sarah and goes, "You're an old one to be talking. I am not old. I am aged and seasoned. Thank you very much." And you can tell he's in a grumpy mood.
I'll give them both a pat. There should be some quite a bit of travelling today, I think, but I'm sure you're both up to it.
So he goes, it was nice here. It was nice. It's just been a while since I've had one of these long trips like this. It'll get better, I think. He looks at you and goes, "Got any apples?"
I'll rummage in my backpack and see if I've got anything suitable.
All right, roll a d4.
Wait.
Yes, you actually have two apples.
I give one each.
As you give it to him, you go, yeah, that's good. That hits the spot.
Good.
After she finishes hers, she looks and goes, "You ain't got to talk with your mouth full. Finish before you talk." Whatever.
I'll go and check on my companions and see if they're ready to go too. And see if I can round everyone up.
All right. Is anybody else wanting to do anything else before y'all headed out?
Nope.
So y'all jump on to y'all's wagon and horses, and y'all going to head to Wildwood Forest, or y'all headed somewhere else?
I went to the forest. We was after.
All right.
Far as I know.
All right, and as y'all head out, don't tell me I closed it. And I did close it. Rude. But as I bring this up, I will tell y'all. As y'all head out, you get back on the road, and I need two of y'all to roll a perception check. It don't matter which two, just two of y'all.
I
Okay.
rolled
That's
natural
fine.
20.
No. I'm not doing good today. Oh, that was a natural 20. Okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah,
Oh,
you're
Casanova.
you're feeling fully like energized. You're full. Your belly's full from all that big old breakfast you got and everything. And maybe that potion that elf gave you had a little more in it than you think it did, but you remember the story that that Willow told y'all over breakfast, and you do notice some hoof prints that looks like they were probably 6-7 hours old that came through here.
You see what I see, Tassilo?
I do indeed. Yes, looks like that's rider came this way.
Yeah, y'all both
Now-
would see it, but you would. The only difference with a nat 20 is you know exactly that the rider was actually
Oh, I'm
running
sorry.
fast.
Just for next time, I just realized one of my features would have actually helped me with that.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. If it's we're still not past it, so if you want to do it, you can do it.
And it
So,
says the Natural Explorer, which is one I had to custom add because it's
yeah,
the other version of Ranger. You're particularly familiar with one type of natural environment, which I chose forest. Adapted traveling and surviving. When you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favored terrain, your proficiency bonus is doubled if you're using a skill that you're proficient in.
okay. Well, it wouldn't have helped yet. Y'all hadn't made it
It wouldn't have
into
helped
the.
much.
Yeah,
but
it wouldn't have helped yet because you hadn't made it into that train yet. Y'all are still kind of like in the hills area, and y'all are going toward the forest. So
Okay, I
once
didn't know
you,
if we'd like started.
yeah, once you
like this,
enter
okay.
it, once you enter the forest, I'll let you know so you'll know to
Okay.
use that. So, but yeah, it's good because with the way we had to do that with your thing and all, it's good to remind both of us so that way we know. So, but but yeah, you would know that it had started running pretty fast, and it was headed. You followed it as y'all were traveling, and it's headed to the Wildwood Forest area. And to say this, to let chat know and to remind y'all and everything, the Wildwood Forest is not just one forest, it's an entire area that is basically a full forest area. It is the elves basically run it. The woodland elves basically run this area and control it and everything for the queen because they're so good at this is their area. Everybody lives here just like everywhere else, but this is an area that she has them basically run and maintain because of things that are in here. So yeah, that's what y'all see. Y'all do notice that there is a long rider. So he didn't add nobody was added, but he is running very fast. And it looks like the tracks and everything look like they were made around the same not long after when she said that he left.
Seems we're on the
So-
right trail.
We'll keep on following these tracks until it's if we get a choice to diverge. At the moment, it just makes sense to follow the tracks, keep in sight.
Yep. So as y'all continue, and y'all know what they look like now and see them perfectly well, it's not hard to find them. So y'all follow them, and it does now. I don't know. I can't share this. And next week, to let y'all know, we will probably use the maps thing in D&D so that the map y'all can see the map better. Because the map that I'm showing now on stream is the Wildwood Forest. This ain't professional, guys. That's looking at it from chat. This is my own little forest that I made on the map editor. And I am not good with them. I'm still trying to figure out how to learn that thing. So, but this is what you got as an area. That's why I'm looking for somebody to make me a map. So, but that is the area right there is of Wildwood Forest. And now, as you can see, there are two official towns, like actual, like what people would consider towns and all in it. There are many little villages throughout that you may see and you may not see depending on where you're at. And it just went off on me. Okay, let me reload it and see. Okay, it came back up. And let me see if they're still here. Okay, that's still here. All right. So I lost voice. Is everybody able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Everything blinked off for a minute, so I was making sure everything was still here. It just took me a minute for a minute. All right. So we're still here, y'all. We're still here. And we just got a message from our other person on Discord, and his mission that he was on was accomplished. So that's good. So hopefully he can tell us about it next week. With him doing that, he's gonna be busy rest of the day. So as y'all travel, nothing really out of the ordinary. Stop doing that. But once this stops messing up, but there's nothing out of the ordinary, y'all. As y'all continue for about 3-4 hours, y'all get to the edge of a forest area. You see a sign. Who speaks Elvish?
I do.
I do.
Okay, those of y'all that speak Elvish can read the sign. Don't say it just crashed on me. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let me